Hi guys, welcome back to Chanie. If you're new here, I'm Chanie. If you're back, hi. Today we're gonna be here with Kansas.
Yo, you're out here with Kanzas City, all the way from the H-Town, originally from a small village in Matatiela. My real name is Kanzas Cityza, and yeah, let's get it.
Okay, great. Obviously, you already just told us now your real name. Why don't you tell us more about where you're from and how you got to the name Kansas?
Basically, how I got the name Kansas was basically through my childhood upbringing. Like my true name is Kanzas, right? So all of my friends were like from other countries because I'm originally Soto, but then I've moved around my whole life, like city to city. So when I was going through these different cities, people couldn't really pronounce my name properly. So then they started calling me Kans. And then like after a while, I just took that, and then that's how Kanzas City came along because I was just moving to city to city. Yeah.
Okay, that's super dope. That's actually really cool. Come to think of it.
Thanks.
Okay, we've heard you produce Kansas City. When did you start your producing career? What inspired you to do that?
Yo, that's a hard question. I might have to go back, but I would say I started my producing career in like 2014. That was like basically in my high school years. So I just got introduced by the friend, but back then I was more focused on rap. But then in 2017, I ended up enrolling into a college over here in East London in Southernwood where I was studying music production. And then like that's where I just had a deeper understanding of production. And then by the end of that year, that's when I could actually say that I'm a producer because that's when I started working with people. So yeah, that's where my journey started.
So do you also do like sound engineering or do you only do like producing as well?
Well, I started off as a rapper, and then I went to the producing as I was saying, and then how I started to become a sound engineer was by people coming to me asking for beats and wanting me to record. And then what happened, like every time they came to the studio sessions, they wanted me to put like a couple of effects to see where the song was going. And then I think from that, that's where I got like the love for sound engineering, because I would make these mixes and the guys would come back to me like, yo, this is sounding very good.
Yeah.
And then that's when it opened up my mind to like, say, I can
Maybe I
actually
should
go
do
into
this.
sound engineering. So yeah, that's where my path started.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So which
Right.
one do you regard yourself as more? Like an artist or like a producer or more like a sound engineer? Which one do you feel like if people talk about Kansas, they should say like Kansas the producer or Kansas the rapper? Which one do you feel more?
Yo, like that's a very good question. Like I feel like you're putting me in a trap right now because it's really hard to choose. But I would say like I can't even choose because I just love the whole music production process. As in from making the beats, having the inspiration for the lyrics, and then after that actually lacing the song in the studio and then mixing and mastering. So I can't really differentiate on which one is my best trait
So you
because
like
I just
the whole
love the whole process.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, I mean that makes sense. I mean, if you love something, then you love something. How about you tell us how you got introduced to like your train studio? How did you find out about it?
Like I won't lie, it's a very deep story because it happened so organically. So what happened, I had a studio in the H-Town just after I got out of college. That was in like 2018. And then I started working with a couple of artists in the H-Town and they had their own studio. So one day when I was at the studio just making beats, YLA Foreign came through. Yeah, about HBBD Gang 400. He came through to the studio and then that's when we made Rockstar. And then afterwards, they really liked the mixing of Rockstar and with the guys I was working with, because I wasn't working alone with Rockstar. That was when I still signed under unofficial Hitting the Game. Yeah, but then after that, the guys hit me up on some, yo, Kans, can you please work on the Ill Chain tape? We want you to like mix and master Talking Dirt and Ill Chain Part 2. But then that came in a time in my life where I had a lot on my plate. So then I told them, look, yo guys, I can't really do this right now since I'm busy. So then what happened, they called me up after they did the tape to work on all of the other stuff. And ever since then, I've just been producing for the guys. So yeah, that's how I got introduced to Ill Chain.
Okay, no, that's cool. So how would you say, like, how is your relationship or like your friendship? Let's call it a friendship.
Okay,
How's your friendship with like YLA and some of the other guys that you produce for? Would you say you guys are close, or is it like just a money making thing, like you make
Yeah.
the beats, they pay the money, or is it actually like deeper than that, like a friendship type of thing?
Like, to be honest with you, like the whole experience with Chanie has been super surreal to me because I came down from Naval in like the end of 2016, not knowing any artists, and for me to actually come to a stable like Chanie actually exposed me to so many artists that I didn't know exist. Because East London is very underrated and it's very underground, and being inside of Chanie, you get to see how much talent and like how much uniqueness is in the crew. So my experience has been nothing but the best. All the guys that I've been working with has been good vibes. Like artists like Blackbirds, artists like Wild Foreign, artists like Reggie Bull, man, it's just been all love.
Okay, since you mentioned some of the artists, let's see, which one has been like your favorite to produce with, or even maybe like your favorite to work with on a track? Which one has been your favorite?
I let me just like think for it about a second. But on the top of my agenda for producing, I'll say OG Gas always does the most of my beats. I do the most of my beats on myself too. I'm really good at working on my own
Okay,
beats.
I been yourself up,
Yeah,
but
low key.
alright.
And then via producing, like I like to produce for Wild Foreign, even though I got like a lot of songs that are coming through from him. And then the other artists that I really work with a lot is Waterboy 400. And I got producers that I'm collaborating with via beats. I got Eric Lucid, I got Evil G. So yeah, that's how my producing artist life is right now. So I'm juggling a lot of people, yeah.
Okay, we've obviously heard your EP, Tales of the City.
Yeah.
It's obviously dope, it has good vibes. What was the inspiration behind like each of the songs? Like maybe tell us song by song which ones you like, which ones you don't. Yeah.
Low key, like Tales of the Cities was basically broken up in two parts. So I'll start from the start. Like Lose My Mind and Tales of the Cities was basically made in a time of my life where I was going through lots of depression, lots of anxiety, substance abuse. Yeah, well, I was deep in the drugs. Like I was in a very dark place in my life. So that's how those songs were inspired. But then the second half of the tape is what I got from all of my troubles and all of my heartbreak in the first two songs, and actually shed light that even though you're in the dark, you can get something positive at the end. So on Can't Forget, I was basically talking about my story about working with people, going to college, meeting new people, and actually understanding what I want in the music industry. And Destined to Win is basically me motivating myself that I can't do this alone. If I'm destined to win, you also destined to win. So yeah, that was like the message I was pushing on Destined to Win.
How would you say that you have anxiety? How would you say you deal with anxiety, or you cope with it? Like what coping mechanisms do you have for that?
Yeah, I feel like just being in the right environment, you know, having the right people around you that's gonna keep you motivated, keep you grounded on what you have to do. Because I feel like the trap that young people fall for is like pure pressure. Instead of being in a room with guys that have the same agenda and the same goals as you, you'd rather just go with the cool guys that are going out every weekend. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I just feel like having a good team and having like the right energies around you would actually stay you away from all of those drugs, all of those anxieties. It's all about a support structure to me, and I got a good fan behind me. Shout out to HBBD gang.
Okay. I heard you talking about Destined to Win, saying that it motivated you. Do you feel like when other people listen to Destined to Win, they should also be feeling motivated to say, whatever I put my mind to, I can get?
Yeah, like I actually had a friend that would like wake up to my song like every day, and like I'll get messages on like my messenger or like Instagram, like, yo, Kanzas, I never even knew you rap, and then you came with a tape from nowhere, but Destined to Win really hit me close to the heart, because even for me it was like a personal song, because there's a line there where my brother said that I came a long way. Yeah, but also seeing where I come from and all the darkness that I come from to the music I'm making right now really had an impact on him. So I feel like that's one of my gems in the tape. Yeah. you should
It's a really
definitely
good
keep
song.
that out.
Yes. Who was behind the production of like Tales of the City?
Well, like there's this producer from the H Town.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Kanzas Cityza.
Okay.
He did. If you don't know about him, you better wake up. Yeah, well. So yeah, like the whole producer just produced by me, cause like I made that whole tape organically. Like it wasn't something forced. At the end of the day, I was just making music for myself. But then through the peers that I was working with, they really liked the music to the point where they told me, yo, Cam, just take that leap of faith. Because my main focus back then was just to be a sound engineer and like help the guys come up. But the guys also gave me the same energy, like, yo, you can be what you want to be too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we went.
Okay, are you working on any new projects, any new features, any visuals, any stuff like that? You want to tell people more about that?
Now, like I got definitely a lot of music coming my way. Like I got Heartbreak Paradise dropping on the 5th of March.
Okay, people will be sure to check that out.
Yeah, and like I'm planning to like drop some visuals for that. And then in fact tomorrow morning, me and my OG YLA are shooting the video for Model Shit. I don't know if I'm supposed to swear, but
Okay.
yeah, like that's the name of the song. And then after that, in the H-Town we got Hood Rich coming through. We got a tape by YLA coming through. I got a lot of features myself, but I don't think I'll be able to disclose the tracks since they're not out yet. But yeah, there's a lot of projects on the way, man.
Yeah, no, I'm sure people will be down to check it out and they will show the support and stuff. Where do you see yourself, or where would you like to be with like your music and that in like a couple of years, let's say 3 to 5 years or so?
Hey. That's actually another good question. Like I'm gonna have to think about this, but low key, in the next 3 years, like I just want to make sure that my music is able to reach the South African market as a whole. And then like from the from the 4th to 5th year, I have a vision of having my music going internationally. Because like I'm aiming for greatness. Like I'm aiming to hopefully, to have like a Billboard 100 track. I'm hoping to be on like iTunes charts. So yeah, like I'll just be putting the work for the next 5 years and hopefully everything will go my way.
Yeah, no, all of the best. We obviously want you to succeed. Yes. What is your top 5 songs for 2020?
Okay, like in no particular order. Yeah, because man, the guys be biased. Like, yo man, check number 3 is supposed to be the one. But yeah, my first song I would say would definitely be Talking Birds by Wilder Foreign OG Gas. In fact, the first one has to be Tales of the City, the whole EP. The whole EP is gonna be on number 1.
Just the whole EP.
Yeah.
I wear my heart up on my sleeve. My biggest fault, I care too much, girl. I lost you to this life of sin.
Yeah, and then after that, I got Talking Dirt by Wiley and OG Gas.
I've been at the bottom with a shovel and a spade. Trapping on the block on the spot, see they talking. Man, they talking. Dirt on my name. Running from the cops, I think they called us again. I've been at the
I got My Way, featuring Water Boy 400.
I should be running until my feet bleed. Stacking it up, I'm chasing these trees. Getting it my way until my neck freeze. Running it up, I do not aim to please. Lately there's any put me in a daze. All of my money be yellow like maize. All of my money be yellow like maize.
I got Rockstar Living That Life, featuring Lucid Addict.
Yeah, I'm popping and sipping that lean. I'm a rockstar living that life, yeah. Diamonds all over my ears and with a hallmark on my wrist, yeah. 0 degrees on ice, with them dirty asses on nice, yeah. With them dirty hoes all night, yeah. Adding self geek, yeah. I'm popping and sipping that lean.
And the last one, what would you say for it? Or would you say would be the last song? I would say the last song would definitely be Rubber Band.
10 to 100, man. Chef in the bar used to say that shit underhand. Drop on the plane, need to go get a runner, man. We do not understand. My nigga overstand. Came with the drip and I feel like I'm Sosa, man. You can compare me to all of these sober, man. I need the YOLO, man. I need the Zoda, man. I'm dabbling off in Yeezy. I'm finna pop off, it's easy. Give a fuck about these thoughts, they easy. Doubling off and Yeezy. I'm finna pop off, it's easy. Give a fuck about these thoughts, they easy. Ooh, young nigga, I feel
Okay, it was nice having you here. Always good to see you. The end of this podcast, we're gonna have you just do a freestyle. So let's get into it.
Alright, babe.
Okay?
Just like a quick 16. Just to like take you into my halfway paradise. My new LP coming through at like the end of the year or like mid-year. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, I be living my life. Yeah, I be living it right. Yeah, sipping that dirty the Sprite. Yeah, I be living my life. Yeah, mixing the lemon with ice. Yeah, she like it clean and precise. Yeah, I make it drip for the night. Yeah, sipping that dirty the Sprite. Yeah, niggas get lost in the hype. Yeah, I summon the sun for the heat. Yeah, I'm really high like a kite. Ooh, all of my songs on repeat. Yeah, never go living my life. Yeah, I'ma pull up with the heat. Yeah, told you I'm rapping the set. Yeah, told you I'm straight from the 6. Yeah.
Whoa. Thank you. That was dope, to be honest. We look forward to hearing more about your future stuff. Obviously, we want people to listen, guys. Be sure to check out all the new things that Kanzas is gonna drop. You heard it's gonna be hot and happening right here.
The last thing though, before I cut you off, Chanie, I just like to shout out Chain for actually organizing this opportunity for me. Shout out the HBBD gang for just supporting me through this whole phase. And then I hope everyone out there is keeping safe. You know, keeping a social distance, sanitizing, make sure you're safe. But this corona is bound to be over, and we're gonna get to back what we do best, which is make good music and do shows. Yes, sir. Straight from here.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, I've been lost, yeah, from the start. Numb the pain when you broke my heart. Fill my cup just to ease my mind. Fill my cup, I will be alright. I will be alright. Never been blind, I can see through your lies. Kiss me on the lips and you told another lie.
Bye guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like and subscribe, and be sure to share it with all your loved ones. Till the next one, bye!